for winning the Qatar League Cup over the Shamal club who will be featuring tonight. How did you see that match really quickly?
It was Garafa from start to finish. They took advantage of the absence of. They worked very good and seeing the absence of Misa Berisvili. This is both very well coached teams. Coach Kusai put his the program when he saw that the big Georgian will not play. They attacked this, let's say, weakness of Shamal, and they win it easily. For me, Garafa was always the team to beat. We said it too many times.
The informed
they were
team.
the best team.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that later as we start this match. You can find us at www.com/QatarBF and ensure you don't miss any Qatar news, views, and reviews. Catch us on all our social media platforms during the week and after every match. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and smash that bell notification. Tasus, this is match 3 of 8 between Shamal and Ahli. Unlike the Qatar League, this is not protracted competition, and the Qatar Cup is a knockout and consists of only 8 matches, including the final. Right. Please enlighten our audience how the format of the competition works and what is the history behind this competition really quick.
Because the competition itself will be really quick due to the preparation of the men's national team for the Asia Cup qualifiers. And as a result, we have a knockout phase only like this. The team from the 2nd to 9th position, all the teams went to the draw, but Garaf as the champions, they will play against Wakra in a, let's say, middle round game. So we start immediately with the quarterfinals, semifinals, final on the 3rd of February, and this is the Qatar Cup. Very quick. Everybody has a chance to win it. It is open for everybody. Already we saw Arabi, who was a favorite, out from a very good game from Qatar Club. So it's Cup like we know it all over the world. Full of surprises, full of promises.
So we got the Shamal still reeling from the loss from last weekend. What do we expect from them tonight?
They have a second absence. So Shamal going to miss huge their leader, Well Araxi. Fadia Bilmona has to do the job. And Mansour Al-Khadari, who now is a starter. He has missed the last year of basketball, so he's coming back. And as a starter, it will be very, very interesting to see right now. Shamal is starting without any import player. And Fadi already he's in Doha all his life. So anyhow, but let's say he's counting as import. So it'll be very important to see. A huge loss for Ahli. Their captain and best player, Seydou Ndoye, will not play today. So let's see how it's going.
Losses on both sides as the game is tipped off right on time. This is the first quarter of the Qatar Cup, coming to you live from the Garafa Stadium. Samuel Rico with you, and Tasusa Magulas. We welcome you wherever you may be. Make sure you join us at www.com/QatarBF. And join us on all our social media platforms throughout this match and every other match that we host to you. Special thanks, of course, to Pat Malone and Michael Blake, who are running behind the scenes to make this broadcast available to you with such ease. Tasus, it looks like...
I was looking on one passport because I remembered, sorry to interrupt, the guy who is shooting free throws, let's say to him happy birthday.
Ferris?
27th of January, yes, I remember correctly.
All right, so we wish... Ferris, an absolute happy birthday tonight. Let's see if his birthday can come along with a victory for the Shamal team. So it's Al Ahli, and of course Ferris was the first one to post the points on the board for his team, and on the board overall. Here comes Mansour with a long pass. Nobody home. Mansour with a nice right layup makes it look so easy. 4-0.
It's so nice to see Mansour back. It's so nice. Such a good player, such a solid guy. It's welcome him back to the league and welcome him back to the cup.
So again, the Al Ahli club electing to have the youngsters start, 16-year-old, 18-year-old, 17-year-old. You've got Hamza, you've got Asil, and you've got Hashim.
Yes.
Hashim Zaidan, of course, the son of the legend,
Mohammed
Zaidan.
And a assistant coach of men's national
and
team.
currently assistant coach, correct. And commentator as well, and he commentated very well the other day with Al
multitasking. That's what legends are.
Yeah.
That's why you need a legend.
Exactly. He's a legend all-rounder. 1 minute gone from the match between Al Shamal running from right to left in the white and red, and Al Ahli running from left to right in the green and black. The score 4-0 as Zaidan loses the ball, picked it up real quickly, loses it to Mansour, one of the veterans, and here comes Ferris, the birthday boy, unable to secure that shot. As Hamza with a three-pointer, unsuccessful. Back to Ferris. It looks like the Shamal team are not in top gear quite yet as Ferris loses the ball. It goes to Jonathan Lee. Jonathan Lee off the glass, unsuccessful. Couldn't be supported by Hashim. Back to Lee. Lee trying to dribble his way through the defense under the rim. Comes from behind. A backhand pass to Hashim, the number 14, the 16-year-old, the best player voted under 18 for the men's league.
And it's his chance tonight without his captain to show that he's here and he can fulfill also the big shoes of Seydou and Doi.
And the big shoes of his father, of course. Mansour pushing his way through.
Mansour is a player that is helping a lot. Shamal and all of them give their best in the final, but Garafa was really too much for them. It's such a good team, Al Garafa. But today, you see the level of the quality of Shamal when they are healthy. They play with 5 starters without any import player. And they have still bench. They have Fadi Abilmona, they have Kosar. This is how good and dangerous, let's say, Shamal can be in the cup, of course, starting from this game. And we'll see them, of course. We have also the Emir Cup in March.
So Lee, he picks up Hamza. Hamza to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Hamza. They've lost the ball under the rim. Ferris comes up with it for Al-Shamal. He hands it immediately to Mansour. Both very instrumental in their previous matches in the Qatar League. He's been the rock, the foundation of the team, Ferris, the number 10. Number 10 in every sport. Aren't they phenomenal players?
It has to be.
Omar back to Salem, and they've run out of time.
Very good
shot clock variation.
And we have a sub with Hamza Kurtovic with the 2 fouls out. Quick and, of course, smart move from coach Fotinakis. He inserts Taha. He tries to protect his player. It's a long game. And Ahli will fight it to the end.
So Taha, the number 6, is on for Al Ahli. And Hamza.
Hamza Alatar Radi. Hamza Alatar, we know him. Names can be sometimes. So in this situation, Amara, Omer Salem, or Amara, played against Mohamed Zaidan. Amara was the partner of Mohamed Zaidan in men's national team during the zeros and the tens. And now he plays with his son.
Playing with his son. What a phenomenal! What a phenomenal cycle basketball is.
Excellent, yes, and it shows also the will of Qatar to grow players, to produce players, and to prepare them to play for the bigger stage. And what a phenomenal job also from Coach Hassan of Hossad of Shamal. They started the season only 5 players. They went to the final. Now they play without 2 imports, without 1 import, and still they will fight and they will do their best. Ahli, on the other hand, they need to cover Said, so Goodwin, Lee, everybody needs to take more shots.
So the score 8-4. Al-Shamal, they lead with over 5 minutes and a half remaining in the first quarter as Ferris tries to push his way through the defense, unable to find the bucket.
An early problem for Ahli is that they're already in the limit. So with 2 fouls of Mohamed and 2 Zaidan and 2 fouls of Hamza. So they'll need to, most probably, Coach 49 will go to some kind of zone to protect them.
And a nice shot from Lee from downtown. Makes it 8-7. Mansour to Amir. Amir, a turn inside under the rim is too big for the defense.
It is sure that they will give the ball inside because really there is no size in Ahli team. So they will try to give the ball inside. On the other side, Ahli is much stronger on the perimeter and they proved 2 for 2 3-pointers from Lee. So it will be very nice game. Two teams that now they have total different strengths.
So Fadi, even if he is injected into the match, he is suffering from a leg strain that he said he suffered 3 weeks ago. One leg went one way, and he said the other leg went the other way. So we wish him all the best, and it'll be nice to watch him play. He's sitting there on the bench waiting for a call-up as Omar Salem, the number 15, plants in a free shot. 13, 14, 10. 4:29 left on the clock in the first quarter of the Qatar Cup. You are watching Al Ahli up against Al Shamal. Al Shamal, if you recall, only a couple of days ago, were playing in the final against Al Rafa in the Qatar League, which they lost without a fight.
I think they fought. We continue to disagree. I think they fought. They did what they could.
They fought the first quarter.
Garafa is really too much when they are on the top of the game.
I think because I expected a lot more, and I was probably more disappointed than anybody. And I see there was no fight after the first quarter. No disrespect to Al Shamal, the players or the coach. They know how dear they are to me, and how much of a big supporter I am of them. I'm a supporter of all champion teams, you know. I love to stem up rivalry between the clubs. You know, I like I said to them, like I said to you last week. I interview the players, I interview the coaches. They're all soft towards each other. I'd like to see some hunger. You know, like that's why I pick a team against you. If I can't get rivalry from the players, I'll get rivalry between you, between you and me here in the studio. 13 plays 10. Al Shamal, they lead.
Only when we have time to return to the final. Again, I would say for me, it's a game that Garafa will win, whoever will be in front of them in that night. This is how good team they are. They climaxed their performance, semi-final. Okay, outside we know that poses certain problems. Semi-final and final, Garafa fair and square, best team.
Al Garafa, I admit, Garafa were the informed best team throughout the entire league, and they deserve to win.
Correct.
And they played like winners. I mean, they played like champions, and they held the cup in the end. And there's no denying that. They won with ease.
Correct. And you know, Sam, the pressure is to prove that you are the best.
Correct.
There is, if you are, let's say, you are not the favorite, you have less pressure. But when you have like Garafa from the start of the season, they need to win. You need to have huge focus as a team and excellent coaching, excellent players, excellent administration to follow up for this and deliver.
As Mansour pulls away from his end of the court down to the other end. Omar Salem from downtown, the knee side, and it's there. 17 plays 11, 3:21 left on the clock. This is in the first quarter. And I see the number 7 for Al Ahli, the veteran player.
Omar Ahmed.
That's the one. He's
been
around here a long time, isn't he?
Yeah, he was teammate also with the father of, and this is also a very good story. He was teammate with the father of Mohammed Zaidan. A long time teammate. 3 free throws now for Ahli.
So the number 71, Goodwin, with an opportunity to narrow the lead. He's got 2 more shots. The first one unsuccessful.
The second one.
He's putting a spin on it, an unwarranted, not needed spin. It's making it hit the rim and bounce back out.
You know, sometimes the best shooters, and
that's all he had to do.
Hey, you know, sometimes the shooter, they have some problem. There are some. Suddenly, you see them make like 3 threes, and then maybe they will miss a free throw. Sometimes it can happen.
Ferris. Back to Mansour. Mansour shakes, dummies, tries to get it away, loses it. In the meantime, Goodwin picks it up. He finds Hamza. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin dribbles from behind, from in front.
And this is the first problem for Shamal. The second foul of Mansour Al-Hadari. If I'm correct, it is on him, the foul.
Mansour so far
Yes,
is the engine. Is the engine of the team.
Yes.
He's the mechanism in both defense and attack.
Extremely encouraging for the coach of national team and for coach of Shamal. Yep. Firstly, that he is coming back even with this absence of 1 year and 3 or 4 months, if I believe correct.
So Goodwin comes back. Has learned from his first mistake at the free throws. The first one successful. Second one bounces away in the hands of Amir.
Amir 2 for 5, huh?
Straight to Mansour. 17 plays at 13. 2:41 left on the clock. With a overhead pass. The 2 overhead passes ends in the hands of Ferris from downtown. A great shot by the, what do we call him? The pillar. The pillar of the club.
The backbone.
The backbone.
The backbone.
The backbone of the club. 20 plays at 13. As Lee leaps in the air. Unsuccessfully. Back to Mansour. Back to Ferris. Here he is again, the birthday boy. What can he do this time? He turns, he swivels, finds Mansour outside the boundary. He takes on the defense himself. A nice low pass to Amir. Amir flicks it back to Omar. Omar to Omar Salim. Omar Salim. All he has. Oh, and a flick pass. A rugby flick pass to Amir. And he gets it from the knee side downtown. 23 plays at 13. A great passing game. This is what they love to do, don't they?
They will be, I do not know, for the Qatar Cup. Even for Qatar Cup, they are an extremely dangerous team. Some extremely talented, extremely experienced. They are champions for a reason. Shamal.
Lee's shot has been knocked down. And that's the referee says it's a Shamal
shot
ball.
Clock violation, yes.
Shot clock violation. Running out of time. 23-13, a 10-point difference. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Birthday boy. 2. Mansour with a jump shot from downtown. It's there.
He's back.
He's back. 26-13. Hamza. Hamza from downtown. Trying to reply to Mansour. Not quite there. Bounces away. Finds himself with the ball one more time. He finds Goodwin. Goodwin in the center of the court. He's looking, gazing off the defense. He comes up short. Back to Mansour.
Ahli, sure they will fight back. I don't believe that now they still try to find a way to play without their best player.
Mansour is working. Is gaining a lot of confidence with the 3 points.
Each second for him on the court after such a long absence is huge. It's important for him.
So 35 seconds left on the clock as Lee ends up with the ball for Al Ahli. He needs to.
And third foul on Mansour. This is
could be.
This is also very big for the game because it means that he will be subbed.
Mansour needs as much game time as possible.
Yes.
So it looks like Qatar, the number 11, stepping on.
And Fadi Al-Mona also.
And, Fadi Al-Mona and Omar Hamid is coming off. Fadi Al-Mona. Fadi Al-Mona, he'll inject a spark into the team. He plays like an 11, 12-year-old, doesn't he? Those legs never stop pumping.
Yeah, he can play, I think, every time he wants to have, he can play. He's such a pro.
Of late, he's become a 3-on-3 specialist more than anything.
It can be.
So the fitness level for the 5-on-5, as he said, is not quite there yet. But and he's missing a lot of training sessions with the boys. He's being called up late to each match. But I'm sure with his experience and skill, he can easily cope with the match. And a flick pass from Amir ends up in the hands of Al Ahli. It's Lee now, twists and turn, and a nice lob pass underneath to the number 6, Taha. Taha makes sure of it, gets those 2 points easily. 7.3 seconds left on the clock. It's Abu Muna. Abu Muna loses the ball. It's the Goodwin. Goodwin knows he's running out of time and shoots hits the edge of the steel and bounces away. And they score it first at the end of the first quarter. Al Shamal, they lead 26-16. I mean, Al Ahli will be happy with that scoreline.
They're extremely happy right now because they were down by 13, and one three-pointer from Mansour Al Hadari go in and out. It's a game of sequences and consequences at the end, because on the next possession, Mansour got his third foul and he has to go to the bench.
Al Shamal, on the other hand, I see them haven't hit top gear, and I don't think they want to hit top gear at this stage. They're probably gauging the attack and defense of Al Ahli and playing to that momentum. They're not ready to risk any injuries.
No, anyhow, Shamal right now, I know that they're not relaxed. This is why they ended up playing the final, having started the season with 5 players only and integrating players that they are not ready. Emir is not ready. Far is now, let's say that he's ready, but Emir is not ready. We saw him in the final. He started the first 7 minutes. He dominated. Shamal was up even by 2 points. They were given a good fight, but without him, they couldn't continue. So it's a process also for Shamal. They need now to handle the absences of Araksi and Berisvili. Emir, how many minutes he can play at his level. And, of course, now Mansour with 3 fouls. He started so good. Let's see how they can handle this, because Fadi now will be the factor. For Ahli, it's another situation. They had quickly the 4 fouls in the 2 young big guys, Mohammed and Hamza. Without Seidu, the American guards, the imports will have to make more shots. But defense is another situation. They need to start playing more defense, especially don't allow Shamal to pass the ball inside.
I think this quarter, from what I can see, and the intensity and that meeting that the Shamal team had, I think you'll find Fadi and Ferris, they'll spark up a little. They'll kick away with the score, and by the end of halftime or by halftime, you'll find them 20 points ahead.
No, I think Ahli will fight back.
I love it when we disagree.
Yeah.
I love it when we disagree. You know, this is what I like to see between the clubs. But it happens only here in the studio.
You try to make something.
I'm going to try to rev them up.
You try to start
I'm going to start a battle. I'm going to start a battle with the clubs. See if they can do that. As Lee comes away with it. Lee. And a scream comes out of him as he tries to shoot.
Lee has done a very good job after the first 3-4 minutes. He has scored 2 threes. He took a couple of fouls from Mansour. Now he's putting maybe Fadi on foul trouble. It is his first, but it's a start for him.
We're talking about Lee?
About Lee, yes. Good season, solid season like last year with Qatar club.
So Lee is the current point scorer for his team. He leads it with 9 points. Back to Fadi. Fadi from downtown. He is a 3-on-3, is a 3-point specialist. Not quite so with that last shot as Lee comes away with it. He drives that through into the defense. He finds Hamza. Hamza tries to dribble away. Stolen by Fadi.
He's relentless.
Oh,
and Hamza will learn a lot about playing with a player who plays with such intensity. And
Amir turns and he finds Ferris. They don't want to go for the 2-pointers. Qassar shakes Omar Salim back to Fadi. Fadi done is a flick pass from behind to Ferris. The birthday boy unable to secure that last shot. How wonderful was that play?
A little too much.
I loved it.
I
loved it. It reminded me of the rugby days. What a flick pass. Better. How super is this number 18 Fadi? The ability to shake, fake the pass, flick it from behind while you're in the air. The dynamic of the kid. Hamza for Al Ahli. Experience up against the youth. And Hamza showing them that youth can mix it with the experience. 20 plays 26. Here comes Fadi under the rim. 3 on him, and he gets it in.
This is Fadi Abdelmoula at its best.
3 on him.
three defenders and high kids and tough kids.
All taller than him as well. Admittedly, they are a little bit younger. 28 plays at 20. And the ball ends up in the hands. And there's a clash between Omar Salim and looks like Taha, the number 6. Both find themselves on the ground.
It's an offensive foul on
Omar.
On Omar Salim, yes, according to the referee. And we respect our referees and we know that they do the best job. Omar pushed Yassin to have a way to run to the other basket.
Lee.
Very
what a
nice
great pass to Hamza. To the other Hamza. We should mention that we've got 2 Hamzas on the court. Hamza Atta. The number 12. And Hamza, the number 10.
It's the third foul. This is the inexperience of the young big guy. Hamza has already 2 fouls. Amir, he knows that he's stronger. He could hold his position. He's very tall also. He's 2'4". Amir is 2'9". He could hold his place, raise his hands, and if Amir will score, he will score. Now Amir will have 2 free throws and third foul for him. This is the inexperience. And Coach Fotinakis will have to mix a lot of things because Asim Walid will come inside. Most probably he will take the position of Hamza Kurtovic. So he will have to play big. And Asim Walid is a guard.
And a timeout by... Not a timeout.
Not timeout.
30 plays at 22, 7:34 left on the clock in the second quarter of the Men's Basketball Cup. Not to be confused with the Men's League Cup, which was played last week.
And second foul on Fadi, which is... Now it's the opposite. Shamal has problem on their guards now. 5 fouls on the start, the best guard, the only guard they have. And Ahli has the problem, foul trouble with the big guys.
Omar Ahmad called back on. He replaces the number 12, Hamza Atta. Ahmad, the veteran for Al-Ahli. As Lee looks like to increase his point tally, and he does so.
He's has done a very good job, especially taking fouls.
And there's Fadi. Fadi could have got himself. Instead, he looked for Qatar, who was standing all unmarked. Qatar said, well, I'm not ready for it. Ferris, the birthday boy, said, I'll give it a go. He comes up short as the ball comes away with the number 1, Lee, for the Al-Ahli club. Dancing around Fadi. He's a jump shot, unsuccessful.
And why Fadi is not a birthday boy? Yesterday was his birthday.
Was it?
Yep.
Well, yesterday we didn't play, I guess.
So let's say the second.
The 2 birthday boys. So happy birthday to Fadi as well.
Of course.
Lee. And a nice shot from the knee side of the flank for a 3-pointer. He has been outstanding. 14 points so far for Lee. And narrows the score to 3 points. 30 plays 27. 6:41 left on the clock. Al-Shamal, they're leading.
He has scored 14 out of the last 20 points of Al-Ahli. And he has scored 14 out of 16 last points of Al-Ahli. So he plays great. He has 7 points already in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. I think we'll have an answer in the question that we always say, do the big guys, the short guys, beat the big guys in basketball? Because Al-Ahli now has 2 very good guards, Goodwin and Lee. And on the other hand, with the absence of Araxi and Mansour out with fouls, Shamal has the upper hand on the big guys. So who's going to win? I told you that Ahli will come back.
But still 6.
You don't care.
6:41 left on the clock. It's not that I don't care.
It's difficult to play without
to have some competition always.
If Mansour was on the court, yes, but it's difficult to play, especially against a team that has 2 very good guards, to play full speed without a guard. And Fadi is in foul trouble. Also, Mansour is in foul trouble.
Things will change.
They will get unfoul trouble. How?
Things will change. They'll be more disciplined. They have to be.
Though the Ahli is a team that fights every game. They had a bad break in the last 2 games of the league. Yes, it was the bad break for them. They should have finished like in the
what Shamal need to do if they really want to be serious about this match and pick it up a notch. Just go for the basic basketball. They have the taller guys. They have the reach. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 instead of trying to be fancy from behind the back, flick it from here between the legs and going for their 3-pointers. Although all their guys are 3-point specialists now. If you look at the court. Qatar puts his body on the line.
And already 4 fouls for Shamal. In the next foul, there will be free throws. Ahli is doing very good job in attacking to the guards of Shamal. Now they try to give more ball to Goodwin. Assam Walid is shooting. This is Faria Belmona at its best. Sam, you saw he jumped over Lee. He tried to save the ball. He fell outside and he saved the possession.
And
this is Faria Belmona.
This is his athleticism, and there he is in top gear. Finds Amir. Amir tries to sink the bucket unsuccessfully, loses the ball, and you find the ball down the other end with Lee.
In a very physical
and Lee.
Omer is with a collision with
Fadi.
With Fadi.
And it's still on the ground.
He's still on the ground. Now he is a tough guy.
Omar Ahmed, the veteran, number 7 for Al Ahli. When he found out they scored the 2 points down the other end, he got up.
Of course.
He was trying to milk the penalty. He didn't get one.
He's a little
bit dizzy. He's gone the wrong way.
No, he's okay. Yes, looks a little dizzy. So I think, I do not know.
Maybe he really was affected by that thump.
Sure he was. Very bad.
He's gone down the wrong way. Qatar for 3 points. This is out. And well supported by Amr Salim, who was standing underneath at number 15 and captain of the Shamal team. At 32 plays at 29, 5:24 on the clock. Al Shamal yet to get into second gear.
Because the guards are taking the pride.
And a shoulder charge by the number 9, Asim Walid, on the big boy. Qatar, I don't think he's going to push. I don't think he's going to get through Qatar.
Such a smart player. He's a high IQ basketball player. He's taking good positioning. He always go for the charge, for the offensive foul. And he is a valuable part of Shamal.
Fadi.
Amir is complaining that Omer Ahmed, the very experienced Omer Ahmed, has hooked his hand.
I think Amir could have got that pass. He elected to go for the free throw, try to get a free throw.
Right, so the referees were there.
The referee didn't call it his way, so and that's what happens. And now look, you find Goodwin now planting 2 more points for his team. 32 plays at 31, 1 point difference. A 10-point deficit has been reduced down to 1 point. 4:41 left on the clock. This is the second quarter of the Qatar Cup. Coming to you live from the Rafa Sports Club, courtesy of the Qatar Basketball Channel. You can find us, of course, at www.com/QatarBF. Sam Yuriko and Tasus Magulis with you. We are always here with you, of course, in the house. We hope you enjoy this coverage as much as we are enjoying. So now, back on. So this may be the ignition that the coach is looking for. Amir dummies to Fadi. Instead, it goes for Amr Salim underneath the rim. Bounces away, loses back to Amr Salim.
Amir did a great job stealing the ball from Goodwin and giving the easy basket to Amara.
34-31, the intensity. You can feel the intensity in the Shamal team starting to lift. You've got Mansour, you've got Fadi, you've got Nel, you've got Amir, and you've got Salim. Their tactics have changed. You find Amir and Salim are waiting under the rim to wait for the rebounds and the 2 points.
While you are saying this,
yeah.
I was watching the play, offensive foul of Omar. Bad break, man. Bad luck.
And Qatar has come off. Ferris is back on. So now we've got, this is your elite team for the Shamal. This is the best you're going to get tonight. Not taking away anything from the reserves. The reserves have been fantastic. Qatar, a legend in his time. And still a number 3 specialist. One of the best to watch in the game. As Doctor kicks the ball away. Ferris. To Salim. Abu Munna. Fadi Abu Munna. Oh, I guess do people think they know him as Abu Munna or as Fadi? Salim from downtown. It's the rim back in the hands of Fadi, who catches it on the fly. He finds Mansour. Mansour now. He sasses out the scene. Finds Amir. Amir shakes. Dummies goes himself from up close. And unsuccessful, but he does get himself 2 free shots.
If you see how they spread the court, Shamal is doing a 2-man game with putting the ball in 45 degrees, and Emir will try to, because he's a shooter also, he will try to pass inside to Amara, who's taking position against Yassin, or Emir will take the shot. This is how they try to build, let's say, their lead, because they missed 5 minutes without their 2 guards.
Took its time, but the ball sunk in finally. In the second free shot for Amir. Goodwin comes away with it for Ahli. He pushes his way down to the right side flank, to the near side, nearest to us. Hamzi couldn't get in. Now it's Lee. Lee, one of the best players, in fact, the best player on the court so far. Back to Hamzi. Hamzi with a shot from downtown. Unsuccessful. To Fadi. Fadi to Mansour. Mansour looking for Ferris, the birthday boy. Unable to control the ball. It's in the hands of Hamzi with a turnaround shot. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin with a jump shot, and it's there. 35 plays at 33. 2-point difference. 2:36 left on the clock. Fadi to Amir. Amir, no competition up there. And he gets the 2 points.
And you see the talent of Mir Mujkic. He go high. He didn't try to dunk to show off. He just leave the ball so he will take the foul and it will be end one. 3-point. If he will go for the dunk, he will go the foul, but maybe he will miss it. So he go very gracefully with the layup, leave the ball there. Great play from...
it was a very
and
calm,
he took also a sportsman-like foul.
Very calm shot.
He's such a smooth big guy. I mean, he is a high-level talent. And now he's back with... He dealt with some problems in the back. Now that he's back from the back problem, he is a very good player. He was their MVP in the last final of the league. When he's in the... Hopefully, soon enough, he will be in very good shape.
2 minutes. .38 plays, 33, 2:12 left on the clock. Al Ahli, they trail by 7 points. Goodwin to Hamza. Hamza, the youngster. A nice fly, a nice layup. Uses the glass to perfection. 40 plays at 35. Fadi. Salim, back to Fadi. Fadi, a long one. Over Salim's head to Mansour. Mansour. Looking at the scene. Dribbling. Finds Omar. Omar back to Mansour from downtown. Oh, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam, as they say in football.
And as we always say, he is back.
He is back.
And
43 plays 35.
You know from sports, Sam, you're a sports person. A guy who is out for so long and coming back even in his 3rd game, it's his 2nd game, real game back. He can be of a factor. He can make such a good plays. And this is extremely good news for Shamal, having a player like him in a position like the way Mansour is playing right now. Ahli is talking it over. They'll try not to allow Shamal to regain this 10-point lead. And Coach Fotinakis needs to cover the problem, needs to hide the problem of the big guys without Shady and Doi. Or so far they do a very good job playing on offense, a very perimeter or guard dominated game. So the problem is how to defend inside the pen. Already Shamal has 25 points from Amara and 13 and 12, which is normal. If there is no shade when a youngster like Mohamed Zaidan or Hamza Kurtovic or Yassin Daha needs to cover, or a respected veteran than like Omer Ahmed needs to cover this.
So we're going to have a special guest in the studio at halftime.
Okay.
We'll have your good friend Vasilis.
Okay.
He'll come and join us, and maybe we can talk to him a little bit about his match, of course,
Yes.
and then we'll talk about what we normally talk about at halftime and see if we can get his picks for the winners of each match. We'll get him involved, and let's see.
You ask him who's going to win Saad Rayan.
Yeah, of course I'm going to ask him.
Man.
What are you going to... Come on. Yeah, I bet you he won't sit on the
And
fence.
he'll say,
I bet he's not going to sit on the fence
of
like
course,
you.
because he's the coach of Al Saad. What do you expect?
Well,
him
he
to
can say, listen, we
maybe-
expect to. Of course I'm going to ask him. Of course I'm going to ask
What's
him.
going to say? It's going to be very good game, very interesting game. With Al Saad bringing back Fotis, huh? In the place of Kevin Pippen.
Fotis is back.
Yes.
Very good.
Zone defense from Shamal to control a little bit and immediately Faris accepts. This is such a sportsmanship from Faris. He helped the referees by noting that he committed the foul on Asim Walid. Second foul for Faris. Faris with Asim Walid, they will spare each other in the national team practices from the 1st or 6th of February, depending how far the team will go.
So Asim Walid for the free throw. First one unsuccessful. 43 plays at 35, 110 left on the clock.
Asim Walid is a semi-champion. Did you know this?
Semi.
Yeah.
So he's half a champion.
Half a champion.
Why is he half a champion? Where's the other half?
Garafa. And he left Garafa at the end of the first round in an exchange with Milud. So, they gave him even a medal. So he's a champion.
So he is a champion. So if you get a medal, I guess you're a full champion, not half a champion. A nice block by Amr Salim. The ball ends up in the hands of Fadi. Fadi with a no-look pass to Ferris under the rim with a reverse layup. Fantastic play. 43, 45 plays at 35. Back to the 10-point gap. 29 seconds left on the clock. It's a good one. To Ahmed. Ahmed to Hamza. Hamza to Lee. Lee dances around, drives through, finds Asim out wide. He's elected for the three-point, unsuccessful. Quick pass to the birthday boy from one birthday boy to another, and he couldn't control it with 7.3 seconds left on the clock. How exciting this last minute of the match.
Shamal put the medal on the medal on the pedal. How does it?
Put the foot on the metal.
On the pedal. But
put the metal to the pedal to the metal. The pedal to the metal. Asim! And is beaten by time.
So we are exactly where we started this quarter.
So 10 points. I did say 20. You said no, they're going to narrow the score. So nobody gets any points for that. You and me, we're on even.
Okay, I said we're going to narrow the score. So do they keep the same differences?
So you said they're not going. You said they're going to narrow the score. I said they're going to extend the score. Okay, yes, so we're exactly where we are. So
no, you said 20.
I said yes, I did. I said
I didn't say how much, but we'll say 9.
You said no. You said narrow. So it could be one.
Could be.
With Seydou, the game it was different. But now I think Shamal
got it easy. They're just
not easy, but I think that Shamal win this game.
I think if look, I think they're doing it
but
easy.
Ahli without Seydou, I think that they play very good.
But I think if Seydou was playing, Araji would be playing. I think he's out because.
and Bersville.
Oh, this is interesting. So
is
you
it-
know.
I don't know. I said
You
I
know
think.
something.
You heard me say I think.
Yes.
I saw him walk normal, but I know he's got a leg injury from 2 matches away. From 2 matches
RLC.
back. He suffered an injury here 2 matches back, and
Yes.
he didn't play one of the matches. Which was,
And now they have problem again.
now he has a problem. So he's not playing. So they got Bergeville and Raggi out.
But he'll play in the
they're still,
semi-final
and they're still,
if they will
and
qualify.
I think they are still doing it easy at the moment. They're not doing it tough. I don't see any of their players sweating.
Yes, I know. This is like a friendly game.
Very good. So
I know.
let's. You have a question before we get into
Yeah,
our
I have
regular...
a question regarding also this game. Coach, how difficult it is for a player like Mansour? Okay, you see him for the first time.
Yes.
He was not playing last year when you came to Doha. To come inside immediately and produce something. How easy or difficult is, and what shows about this player if he can come and play like he plays now?
I didn't know this player. Of course, I hear a lot of good things about this guy. I think that it's very difficult to, without games, without practices, 2 years, for one player to come and play like this. Because I saw him the last 3 games. He played very good. It's very difficult, but I don't know. If you are a good player and take care of yourself, and I don't know. In this league, I think that it's a little bit easy to
get back into form.
To get back
And it's also,
play.
it's not so much the fit. It's form play. If you want to play in form, because you can be fit, but are you match fit? It's a big difference.
Yes, it's a big difference. But you know,
the intensity level is something that is helping sometimes the players.
Of
the
course.
Intensity. I mean that our league is more of a 5-on-5 league. It's more of a league that has been played physical and not so quick or not so intense. Okay.
Yes.
Outside
Yes. Except us. Yes.
You
Maybe,
chose this kind
maybe.
of style. Doesn't mean it's better.
Maybe.
We say just
Yes, of course.
It's your style of play.
Of course. But he's a very good player. He's a very good point guard. He know basket. He read the pick and roll. He read the game. He read the offense. He play very smart on defense. He's a very good player.
He's going to prove dangerous in the next match if they get through tonight. We have a segment where we try to pick the winners of every game for the round. All right, since every team only plays once for this cup. Walker have already won, and Qatar in a surprise win over Al Arabi. Was it a surprise for you?
No.
Was it a surprise for you?
A little, but the way Qatar club was playing the last 2 games, that's why they finished 6th instead of 8th,
Yes.
because they were placed in the end of the regular season. Yes, it shows that the talent was there anyhow. The talent was there. So one of the most talented teams in the league. So we expect them to come to make a breakthrough. So this was the one. I do not know if they're in such a good shape, let's say, to go again final, which Qatar Cup is. For Qatar club is something that they know and they want to win again. But it's very good not problem. Arabi, yes, expected them better. They beat it easily.
Yes, but Arabi, don't forget that 2 days ago he has a very difficult game with us. It was a little bit tired. The team is tired, and don't forget that Qatar club have one very good coach and have very good players and team for me. And I think, in my opinion, they need a little bit more time to
regroup themselves.
Yes. And
because the quality is there, isn't it? The quality. And
I believe that.
That's why you're not shocked.
Yes.
I agree with you. Okay. So we've got the match between Al Shamal and Ahli that we're watching now. This guy sits on the fence all the time. I'll make it easy. I'll start. I'm picking Shamal to win. You?
I don't like to
well,
make
you have to pick.
We
don't want we don't want
I have a place in my fence. Coach, come to sit with me.
No. We're not having. People are watching now. They want some.
I think that without Seydou, it's a little bit difficult to actually beat Shamal.
So the coach
I think that Shamal.
Jesus?
I feel very comfortable on my fence.
You know, if you sit there for long enough, I told you, you'll get hurt.
I know,
but be painful.
You cannot.
Be like riding a camel.
I have a lot of patience and have a tough.
You're not going to pick a winner from Al Ahli and Shamal, though Shamal are leading by 10 points.
No, because I believe Ahli. This is if Mansour was not in foul trouble. I will tell you yes, Shamal 100%. But
okay,
with him in 3 fouls,
so sitting on the fence. If you're right, you'll get half a point.
Okay,
you'll get half a point.
No, Shamal is a heavy favorite. For me, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Shamal,
so we got let's go. Sad Al Rayyan. Now, don't forget, Al Rayyan hit top form in their last match and looked very dangerous. And I told you they were due for a win. And we thought the win was going to come against Al Shamal, but it came against Qatar club. So I'm picking Sad. Sad is one of those teams like Shamal for me. I can't go against because I love the way they play.
Thank you for that.
Not because of. I just love the style of play. I love the fast, the intensity of the match, and the youth that's involved inside with these two teams. You're going to pick coach.
My team, of course.
Oh, I told you. we made a bet. We made a bet. He said,
what did he say? That's what he said.
He said you're going to ask him. He said you're going to ask him. Of course, you're going to ask him. Who are you going to pick? Watch this. The coach is here.
I'm not picking anybody because
this Rayyan Rao. He's a loyal friend.
No, we need. Okay, Fotis is back for. Let's say to the fans that Fotis is back. The big guy, Fotis Labropoulos. Coach. Yes. Changed the.
We decided to play Fotis today.
He helped them go have this successful regular season so far. So I think Saad has an edge, but Rayyan is playing so good in the last format. Not only against Garafa, against Wakra, they lost to Shamal in a buzzer beater. And
the last game is they play very good.
And they play against Qatar Club. They destroyed Qatar Club.
They played very good.
Almost beat Garafa, almost beat Wakra,
and with Musa and with this new guy, the Feba, is a very good player.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard match
with a lot of quality. Yes.
It's going to be a hard match for you.
Yes, I believe that.
Okay. You?
I don't see.
Of course, Tasso say sad, but
half.
You don't want to say now.
Okay, let me put
half.
Put me Rayyan.
Rayyan. Oh, coach.
What can I say?
I don't trust the coach.
No drinks.
Knife in my heart. What can
not
I
in
say?
the back, in the heart. Wow. Garafa and Wakra. Now, Wakra, of course, they beat Al Khor in the first match. Therefore, they play Garafa, who are favoured because they won the League Cup.
I cannot say about this game because
I just want to remind you,
both of these teams,
Wakra have picked up a new international, Brandon Spearman.
But I do not know if he will play tomorrow.
Wakra, first of all, play very good basketball. He's very good team with a very good coach. Garafa is for sure the best team in league until now. They play very good basketball. They have a legend coach with a lot of experience.
See what I mean?
And I believe that we will watch a big game with these two teams. And of course, I want to see this game.
The winner will be?
No. I cannot. Please, Sammy. Come on, I cannot.
I've got two fence sitters here.
I cannot.
You know what? I'm not invited. No more fence sitters.
No. This is 0-0. This is 0-0.
I'm picking Garafa.
Unbelievable.
I'm picking Garafa. It's going to be a tough match. It'll be very close. It'll be very close. Very low scoring match. But I do pick Garafa. Tassos, you going to make a decision?
Tassos, no.
No way.
Half for Tassos.
So comfortable here.
And half for coach. So Monday night, I guess we'll have to sit again Monday night to see who's going to win the other three matches.
Let's see who's going to win tonight.
So tonight we'll have the first team. So coach, let's go back to your match, Al Saad. You've made some changes. You brought Photo back into the scene, bringing in the new guy that you got, Kovan. Was that an experiment that you wanted to do? Was it a risky experiment now that you look at it?
No. Kevin is a very good player. Is NBA project, but the problem is that because of Corona virus, he has not games in his legs, and in this moment we need someone to have games to immediately play with us like one. and with Pippen, we have a little bit problem about our tactic, and we force our team to play only with one pick and roll 40 minutes against Arabi. And
your combination with Foto and Costas and the rest of the young guys, you got Abu Isa and a few others. It was going really well.
Very good. I love this team.
Yeah. So why would
Sam,
I?
my friend,
and this is what and I'm sorry I asked you this.
Of course.
Why would you inject Pippen in when everything was going so well and the game was so important?
Because you know the enemy of good is the better, and we try to give in our team one more push to win this game and to take the third position. We didn't make it, but I think that I don't know if you and Tassos agree about this. I think that our road until here is with success. We had our team in every Final Four, Qatar Cup, Emir Cup, final game, and the Champions League. And I believe that we have a great opportunities if we win today. One more Final Four, and to try to go one more time in one final game again.
I wish you all the best for that match, Coach. Let's talk about something else that Tassos and I talk about often. I ask you about a certain team or a coach, and you just say nice things about him. I ask him the same thing, and he says nice things. Why isn't there any rivalry between the teams? You know, why don't, when I say to you, listen, you're playing Rayyan next, what do you expect? Well, you know, what I would like you to say, or what the spectators would like to say, well, you know what, we're going to play our best. We're going to go out there, we're going to smash them, we're going to teach them a lesson. Where's this aggression that I would get in Europe or in Australia or in the USA? I don't find it here.
Τάσο, στα ελληνικά, γιατί...
What Sam wants to say is, Sam wanted to see some, let's say, fights between coaches, between the teams, not fights in hand, but, you know, talking bad, like a rivalry, like Olympiacos Panathinaikos, for example.
Yes.
And so the coaches cannot say good things.
In my philosophy, the coaches is enemies inside the court. When the referee say the game is finished, it's my friend.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, when I'm talking to you, when I speak to you in an interview, before the match,
yes,
a pre-match interview,
okay,
there's no aggression from your end. There's no aggression from the players.
I'm ready to fight and meet the opposite coach, but I have also a big respect for everyone in this league, for every coach in my life.
Maybe I'm a different breed. I come from a different country where we expect rivalry.
No, the same situation in Greece. I have the same. I fight 40 minutes to win the game, but when the game is finished,
a long rivalry. This is what coach says, that you cannot have a rivalry with another coach or what, unless there are some extreme situations. Can we say hi to Abdurrahim Abu Isa? He's at home. He's watching.
Abdurrahim Abu Isa, we love him. And we expect to him in our team because we need him.
He came back strong from USA. He helped a lot.
Of course.
The problem
until
he's
now,
sick the last
yes,
week.
He has one problem with his health, but everybody say hello for him, and we believe that
soon he will be back.
Yes,
we wish you all the best and get well soon. We get many well wishes online for you, Abu Isa. We can't wait to see you back in action again because you are a fundamental player to the Al Sadd team, and of course you're loved by your coach.
Can I speak to my team now?
Yes, coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, coach. I really appreciate it. There you go, Coach Vasilis, the head coach of the Sadd team. As we are about to tip off the second half between Al Ahli and Al Shamal. Al Shamal, of course, went to a 10-point lead at the break, 45-35. This is the third quarter coming to you live from the Rafa Sports Club. This is, not to be confused with the Qatar League, which finished last week, is the Qatar Cup, which only runs for 8 matches. So it will be finished next Wednesday, Tassos. Wednesday, the 3rd of February, will be the final between whoever wins Game 6 and Game 7.
Correct. And we have the semi-finals on Monday. And Saturday, we have the big game, Garafa, Wakra, and early final. So it's all finals, every game.
So it's a knockout competition. So for our viewers to know, you lose, you're basically eliminated from the competition. One game each to get into the semi-finals. From the semi-finals, then again, another knockout. You go straight to the final if you win, or straight out the back door if you lose.
And we need to tell to our viewers that after Qatar Cup, all teams need to wait for 1 month to return to action because the Mir Cup will start on 16th of March. Therefore, there is a long break due to the men's national team for Asia Cup qualifiers and for the 3-on-3 national team that will play on the pre-Olympic tournament.
And have we got any dates for the FIBA 5-on-5 yet for the Asia Cup? Because I understand we are hosting 8 teams simultaneously.
14 games in Doha, and some of the best teams all over the world will play in Doha. China, Japan will face each other in Doha. Between 17th and 23rd of February, we'll have time to explain. I don't know if you want to say now. The Group B, which consists China, Japan, Chinese Taipei, and Malaysia, will come to Doha in the bubble to play their games. And they have too many games to play, 6 for China and 5 for the other teams. And, of course, we're hosting our group with Qatar, Iran, Syria, and Saudi Arabia, 2 groups for each team.
So Group E, we're well aware of it because they played here, and Qatar is part of the Group E for the Asia Cup. And a nice block there by the youngster Hamza on Mansour, a very experienced Mansour. 47-38, the gap has narrowed. The lead has narrowed.
1 point.
By 1 point.
By 1 point. So
1 point. Mansour to Amir. I noticed that Fadi Boumuna is off again. Didn't start the second half. 49 plays at 38, 8-20.
And you see Fadi, he tries to warm himself up because he is also from injury. And as we explained before, so he tries to keep himself, his body warm.
And Hamza Attar is having a lot of involvement in this match, and his coach is happy to inject him as one of the leaders for the game. A lot of reliance on him from his senior players, such as Goodwin and Lee.
I think Mansour is smiling a little bit because he tries to test these new guys. He doesn't play against Hamza Attar. So he just see a young kid, 1 meters 92, 94. And he said, okay, how he can defend me? Does he know who I am or what he can do? And 2 times the youngster won the battle, but of course Mansour is the heavyweight class of this game. Hopefully Hamza Attar will have a career like Mansour al-Khadri.
Hamza, and he's still growing. He's a very tall kid, isn't he?
He's 194 right now.
94 and the long limbs, a nice reach.
Long limbs.
And nice pair of hands. A nice shot from downtown, the far end. 49-41. Mansour brings it back. A nice sneaky pass to Ferris, the birthday boy, unable to control the ball. So Al-Ahli will come up with possession.
And just we need to add, because we asked Coach Fotinakis before the start of the game, this is the Ahli way. They try to grow the player. Hamza Attar is a homegrown player of Ahli national team, of course. And this is how they're coming to be competitive and successful as they can be.
And a nice support play by Taha. So I see Taha and Hashim back on. Ahmed Zaidan, the son of Hashim. Mansour for Shamal. Finds Omar under the rim. And now they're playing safety basketball. And that's what I was suggesting earlier on. Just go for the 2 points, forget the 3 points. And as a reverse layup from Lee, finds the bucket. 51 plays 43.
45, I think, plus
should be 45, yes.
And the third foul on Amara.
So Qasar coming off. The number 11 being replaced by Fadi Abu Munna. 11 replaced by 18. There's 45. It's up on the board.
Coach Hassan inserts again Fadi. He wants to play with a strong lineup that took the team to the 10-point lead.
So Fadi, a 3-point specialist. Ferris to Amir. Hits the rim. Bounces away into the hands of Zaidan. Zaidan to Hamza. Hamza to Goodwin. Goodwin looking for Taha. Taha says, I'm here. No need. I'll do it myself, Goodwin says.
The perimeter play now. Lee and Goodwin, they find a way through the defense of Al Shamal to have good shots. Mansour is difficult to defend. He has 3 fouls. Fadi has also 2 fouls. So Ahli is playing extremely smart basketball, attacking the weaknesses. Problem for Al Shamal, they don't give the ball too much inside like they did at the end of the first half. And I think that's why Coach Hassan called this quick timeout, so he can share the ball better and use the advantages that Shamal has right now. Very good game from Hamza Latar so far. He has been a factor. They try to cover as much as they can the absence of their best player, their leader, Seydou Ndoye. Hopefully we'll see him soon back with Al Ahly. And they do a good job taking advantage of Shamal not having Issa Berisvili or Well Araxi. It's a very nice game.
Goodwin and Lee, of course, instrumental in defense, well supported by, as you said, Hamza Attar. Hamad Zaidan back on to inject some attack into the team early in the third quarter. 6 minutes left with a score of 51-48. A 10-point deficit at halftime has been narrowed now to 3 points. Al Shamal have put on their attacking team, if you really want to say so. They're playing a bit like NFL, an attack and defensive team. The attacking team is on. You've got Fadi, Mansour, Abu Omar, Amir, and Ferris. Ferris playing a pivotal role here, trying to keep himself free. Amir, and there is the reason why. Fadi drives it in. Off the rim, unsuccessful, almost supported by Amir, unable to grab the ball. The youngster Zaidan comes away with it, and a loose pass goes outside the boundary in front of the studio.
It's very difficult for Shamal, let's be honest, to cover the absence of Well Araxi. Even Fadi did such an unbelievable game with Qatar club. It's different after the playing against Ahli because they have so good guards so far.
Well, you've got to remember, Fadi is suffering from an injury.
Yes.
And not only that, this is his probably third and not full game for the team for the season. He hasn't trained with them much, and he cannot play, and he cannot train with them much, he said. So it's going to be very difficult to inject him and try to get a pattern together. And then you've got Mansour, who's been out for over 12 months. He's trying to come back and inject himself, trying to work out that pattern role for the team. Ferris trying to stay loose, is trying to make himself available to all the players out there. He's doing his best.
There is a technical foul on.
And you've got Omar Salim and Amir trying to play under the rim, trying to grab all the rebounds.
And I don't understand something. There's a technical foul on Faris. Third foul also.
So Faris will take a break, take a seat.
And
Omar
Goodwin
Hamid
went to shot the free throw. He has 2 out of 5, and Lee is perfect. But Lee maybe gave him a chance to shoot the free throw, like to cheer him up.
So 51-48, the score remains. 5:24 remaining in the third quarter. Mansour shakes to go. So does Fadi. Fadi from downtown. It's there. Thank you, ma'am. We'll take that for the birthday boy from yesterday. Happy birthday, Fadi. As the other birthday boy is being benched. Fadi drives it downtown. Fadi Hamzi, face to face. Fadi with a jump shot from near. Unsuccessful. Bounces away into the hands of Goodwin. Goodwin looking for his own 3 points, and it's there. What a great comeback. 54-51. I wasn't expecting that. Amir finds Mansour. Mansour dribbles, waiting for some. Connection, and he finds it through Ahmad Hamad. And he's showing us why he is or was the three-point specialist. 57 plays at 51.
Like
4 minutes left on the clock.
And defend on the strong players of strong players, the most dominant players of Shamal. So if Ahmad will make shots,
Hamza to Taha near the rim, and that's what we need.
Goes with
exactly, that's what the doctor asked for. 57 plays 53. Nice play by the youngster. 3:47 left on the clock. You can see why now Coach Larkis has put them in, and he says, I am happy with their performance. I don't need them to win. If they win, we're happy. If they do their best, we are happy. 57. 3:32 on the clock. 57 plays 53. Lee pushes his way through. Comes back to Goodwin outside the boundary. Goodwin with an in and out. He's got two defenders on him. Goes himself from downtown. Center stage. Yes, sir. 57 plays 56.
Goodwin had only 4 points in the first quarter. He has 19. He has scored 12 in this quarter only. Can you believe him?
Mansour drives in, then drives back, finds Amir. Amir finds Mansour, back to Fadi. What would Shamal be thinking now? And Fadi with a no-look pass to nobody.
Another problem that Shamal faces is like Mansour has practiced with them only 1 week. Fadi, as he told us, he's not practicing with the team because he has also his other venture. It's difficult to find chemistry. Ahli, on the other side, this team is practicing from the summer. They have a chemistry, even without their captain. They can find a way to play at least their best game they can. If it's enough, we'll see.
Lee for Al Ahli to Zaidan. Zaidan takes on Omar Salim. And a nice
Mohammed
battle by the youngster.
Good job on the defensive end. Great job on with the rebounding and his presence. I think coach for the next would like to see him more shooting the ball, taking things inside the paint. You see the difference.
And Omar Salim stripped of the ball by Goodwin. Goodwin from downtown tries to narrow the score, trying in fact to take the lead on the scoreboard. A quick pass to Lee. Lee's got all the time in the world, and it's there. 57-59 for the first time in a match. Al Ahli have taken the lead, and a smile on Tassus's face, telling me, I told you.
I told you, because there is also something else. There is a tradition.
There's 1 quarter left.
Ahli plays great against Shamal. They lost to Shamal, if you remember, with the buzzer beater of Misa Berisvili last year. 2 years ago, they beat Shamal, when they were champions. Last year also, they play very good. I think they beat them also. They play very good. They match up very good against Shamal.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I haven't heard the fat lady. And there's Fadi with a classic jumper, right hand layup. 59 plays at 59, and a nice block there by Fadi. If I rug you Superman, what is Fadi? He's the super.
Because he's so young.
The super boy. He looks like a boy, doesn't he? He is the super boy. Correct. A nice name for him. The super boy. Did you see how high he flew?
The energy.
He flew so high, the ball was up in the air. He slammed it down and knocked it out.
And coach Fotinakis wanted the foul, and he got the technical. He got a little bit carried away.
So the game is tied for the first time, 59-59, 36 on the clock in the third quarter. Omar Salim to break the deadlock with a free throw, and does so with ease. 60 plays at 59. Play to resume with Shamal to have possession. Al Ahli to have possession. What kind of ruling is that? I mean, Shamal get the penalty, and then Al Ahli end up with the ball.
Because when you get a free technical, you're gonna shoot the free throw, and you will the game will continue. So you cannot. It doesn't change the position. Previous rules, yes, stated that you have the free throw and the position.
And a nice scramble play there by both teams. ends up in the hands of Zaidan. Zaidan taken on Ferris, loses the ball in the meantime. Picked up by Mansour and a long pass. Amr Salim, he's got nobody there. And a nice layup. And give me 5. Smiles all around for the Shamal team.
They know it was important break because Ahli made the big comeback. They put themselves on top and they responded with a 5-0 run. That's why Coach Fotinakis called immediately timeout. He understands that Mohammed is young. He got carried away. He won't do something more. And I don't believe that he will blame him for trying to push the offense. Just he wanted him to be more careful about this possession.
So with 1 minute left in the third quarter, 59 Al-Ahli, they trailed by 3 points, 62 Al-Shamal. Al-Shamal, only a couple of days ago, were playing in the final of the Qatar League, which they lost emphatically to the top team in the competition, Al-Gharafa. Incidentally, Al-Gharafa will play Al-Wakra in the Qatar Cup, courtesy of Wakra beating Al-Khor in the first match of the Qatar Cup. Al-Gharafa will play their first match on Saturday night, Saturday the 30th, right here at Gharafa Stadium. The time, do we know the time yet? Will they play at 7 or will they play at 5?
Which game?
The Gharafa Wakra match.
I think it's 5.
This will be played at 5. Because last time there was one match for Gharafa, they played at 7.
It is on Saturday, yeah?
Saturday night. It's the only match on Saturday night. Is it because it's that big they have it on Saturday night? A huge match. Lee, face to face against Fadi. He gets it shadowed and some support by Zaidan. Zaidan hands it over to Goodwin. Goodwin trying to dribble, looking for someone in the middle. Finds Zaidan. Zaidan back to the number 9, Asim Walid. Asim Walid unable to do anything with it as Fadi pulls away. He's got 4 defenders on him. 5 defenders. Omar Hamid, and he is still the 3-point specialist.
Shamal does something very smart. Coach Hassan, of course, he's a high-level coach. What he does, now he applies all the pressure on Lee or Goodwin. He doesn't allow them to, let's say, to make the shots. He will allow the youngsters to make shots, but not the 2 imports of Al-Ahli who were...
And Lee tries to take it on, picked up by Zaidan, back to Lee. Lee with a downtown shot, unsuccessful, hits the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score, 65-59, a 6-point lead for Al-Shamal. And they look happy. Shamal are high-fiving each other, giving each other 10.
Some,
it's only a narrow lead.
Their leader, they're out without their best, one of the best players, Misaber, is in the league. And Fadi just came back to play. Mansour is coming back from 1 year and a half of absence. Emir is finding himself on the court. It's not like it's so easy. And Ahli is a team that fights even without their best player. A team that knows each other. They know each other. They have very good imports. They have a good system from coach. They play. They know. So it's a team that they need to win desperately, no matter how. And don't forget, they are runner-ups. They have 2 leagues in a row. They continue their success by finishing second to a great Al-Gharafa team, and they're going to go in the Final 4 if they win today, like Ahli, or even win the cup. So of course they should be happy because they are not on their best and they're playing a very strong team.
So if Shamal, or let's say whoever wins tonight, they will advance to match 6.
Yes.
Match 1, sorry. Match 1, match 2, match 3. So they'll go to here. They'll play the winner of match 4. Because this is the third match. So the third match, 3 will play 4. The winner of 3 will play 4. Again, we don't know who will that be. But we do have the winner of 2. The winner of 2 is Qatar.
And they will face the winner of Gharafa Wakra.
And Wakra. That's going to be a tough match.
And the winner of this game will face the winner of Sadra Yangi.
And I just want to ask a question. The way the schedule is for the Qatar Cup, is that as a result of the finishing in the Qatar League?
No, it has been a draw.
Has nothing. It was
a draw.
Okay.
The only, let's say, luxury has been that the champion of the league is playing to this intermediate round. It was not; they were not in the draw from the beginning. Because also, let's not forget, we have 9 teams, not 8.
So the final quarter is on the way between Al Ahli running from right to left and Al Shamal running from left to right on your screen. Al Shamal currently have a 6-point lead. 65 plays at 59. The final quarter of the Qatar Cup as Amir tries to pop one in unsuccessfully. Quickly taken by Lee. A nice turnaround, a nice speed. Trying to milk a penalty, unsuccessful. Ends up with the ball one more time off the ground, courtesy of the young guy, Hamza.
Possession for Shamal, another sacrifice play for Fadi Bilmona and for Amara. He jumped inside, he took the ball out of he took the third possession, and the arrow shows Shamal.
So Hamza being called up. Not Hamza. So possession will go back to Shamal.
To Shamal, yes, because the 2 players got the ball simultaneously. The arrow showed that the next possession of the game will be for Shamal. And they got the possession right now.
Fadi runs into a bunch of defense. Dummies for a throw one way and looks for Amir the opposite way. 65 plays 59. This is the 3rd match of the Qatar Cup. The first match was played between Wakra and Al Khor. Wakra won that one. The second match between Qatar Sports Club and Al Arabi. Qatar Sports Club, they knocked out Al Arabi. And the third match is the one we're watching now between Al Shamal and Ahli. Following this match, we've got a thriller, Sad and Al Rayyan. That's certainly not going to be easy for either teams.
Of course.
So 67 plays at 59. 9 minutes remaining clock in the 3rd quarter. As we come to you live from the Rafa Sports Club, Samuel Rico and Tassus Magulas in the house with you. Thank you for your company as always. It's nice to have you with us and a part of our show. As Lee pulls away from the defense, finds Zaidan unmarked. Zaidan couldn't do it by himself. 3 defenders on him. Back to Lee. Zaidan trying to give him a break. Zaidan now in the middle, unmarked. Lee, will he look for him? He does, but Fadi knocks it away.
He's everywhere. Maybe there are 2-3 Fadis.
Yeah. He's
how
the
he
super boy.
Leaded Algiers to the title in 2017. This is Fadi Bilmona. That's it. Hats off always to him. He knows he has our respect for his relentless presence.
So a one-hand pass, but it's too powerful to Ferris from Mansour. Ferris was on the burst, flying high, couldn't control it. Pretty tough call to catch.
Tiresome is coming to Mansour right now. Right now, the absence is coming to him, which is perfect normal, but he will fight. He will play his best on defense. He will try the best for his team, but it's normal.
Taha to Hamza. Hamza bounces out of the rim. Back to the hands of Mansour. Mansour looking for nobody except the rim. Comes up short. Goodwin pulls away with it for Al Ahli. He finds Hamza. Hamza pushes it into Zaidan. Zaidan back to Hamza, and a foul on the number 1 for Al Ahli, if I see it correctly. A push on Fadi.
Looks like a defensive foul. Yes. Defensive foul on Fadi, which is his 3rd. He had a foul to spare, so he's the glove. You know, this is what, like the great Gary Payton. He's the glove on defense. He sticks on you.
Sticks on you.
Like a glove, he's all over you. He'll give his heart for defense. What an example for the young kids.
Lee with a jump shot in front of Fadi. Fadi had to ease off him. 67 plays 62. 7:22 left on the clock. Mansour to Omar. back to Mansour. Mansour to Fadi. Fadi holds it, dribbles, tries to push forward, almost lost it, turns and shoots, and it almost supported by Ferris. No rebound there. Fadi again flying high and makes it look so easy with a nice simple jump layup. 69 plays at 62. 6:50 remaining in the final quarter. Goodwin. Goodwin to Hamza. Hamza pushes his way through the defense. And he's fallen down and lost the ball. It looks like he's got a slight injury to the left leg.
The referees here, I think they did the best they could. They know it's a traveling violation, but first of all, they took care about the safety of the player. They didn't know how he felt, if he got injured, and this is what they did. They tried to protect right now the player.
And Omar Salem gives Hamza a 5 and says, "Get up, well done, young kid. Hang in there." And this will go to Feris Avdic, the birthday boy. How many points has the birthday boy got?
He has, as of now, 8. Hasn't scored in the second half.
8. He was on fire the first 2 quarters. He's come back as the onus of pressure was moved from him to Fadi and Mansour. And I see Qatar is back on now for Fadi. Fadi taking a break. 6:25 left on the clock. It's a tactic Coach Hassan has been using all night. Relieving Fadi, giving him a breather and putting him back on again, injecting some energy. So Ferris to add 2 points to his team's tally. Currently, they lead by 7 points, 69-62. This is the final quarter of the Qatar Cup match between Al Ahli and Al Shamal. We are broadcasting to you live from the Rafa Sports Club. Tasus Magoulas and Samir Rika with you in the house. Make sure you stay with us immediately after this match. A ripper of a match between Al Rayyan and Al Sad. Reminding you that this Qatar Cup is a knockout competition, so you lose one match, you are eliminated from the competition. So tonight,
our referee is checking now with Peter Sudek. This is the head of the referees there, Khalid Al-Hibabi.
What are they checking for?
They're checking for the
sub.
Number 12, I think. He has blood on the... they want to see if... this is what they're checking. If the physio came inside to assist Hamza Latar. In that case, you are not allowed, I think in any sport, but in basketball also, you are not allowed to have a physio. If the physio comes inside and treats you, you need to go to the bench. That's why...
And how long will you be on the bench for? Now, so how long will Hamza be out for?
And now this is the 15-year-old Mustafa. Mustafa Nadua. He's 2006 born. He's 14 years old, going 15. Sam, I'm sitting now. He's 15 years old. If you take out from us 15 years, we're just coming to 35, something like this, to 30. He's 15 years old.
He is more than half the age of most of these guys
played also with Al Ahli, a legend also for Al Ahli.
Goodwin comes on strong. 70 plays. 64. Scoreboard slow to react. Mansour finds Qatar out wide. Qatar to Amir. Knocked out by Taha. Knocked out by Taha. Quick play to Ferris. Ferris to Qatar. Qatar with 3 points. Unsuccessful. Hits the rim and bounces into the hands of Amir. Back to Ferris. Ferris. Mansour. Mansour brings it back. Finds Amir under the rim. Back to Mansour. Mansour with a jump shot inside. Unfortunate. Bounces away into the hands of Lee. Lee pulls away. Could have got himself. Decided to go back. Lee now takes on 3 defenders.
But solid defense. You see the IQ of Faris Savdic. He defended both of them where they had open shot, and this is what Coach Fotinakis wants. He wants Goodwin to shoot or Lee to shoot. But he went to both with his long arms. He stopped them. 2 free throws for Taha.
Hamzi Atta back on. The young 14-year-old Mustafa Hal Nadur did his job momentarily. So it's Taha unsuccessful with both free throws. 70 plays at 64, 5:23 left on the clock. Fadi Abu Muna back on. He hooks up with Mansour. Mansour immediately finds Amir. And Amir finds the rim. 5:15. The clock says is what's remaining in the final quarter. Just a special acknowledgement and thank you to Mohammed Blake and Pat Malone for their tireless work behind the scenes to bring this broadcast to you. Of course, and special thanks to the president of the QBF, Mr. Ahmed Al-Miftah, and Mr. Ali Al-Malki, the Secretary General, for the fundamental support they provide in making this broadcast happen. What about thanking our partners and sponsors? You can remember who they are?
Of course.
Let's go.
But if I say all of them correctly,
yeah,
you will need...
You want a meal, do you?
No, I want something from one of the sponsors. I'm not going to name
you want something
from whom, but I will need...
Oh, what a great shot from downtown from Lee.
Qatar Olympic Committee is our umbrella. Qatar 2022 always with us. Qatar living with their excellent job. Discover Qatar, always supporting us with the bubbles. We need them again. McDonald's.
Oh, you got McDonald's.
Al Watan newspaper and Al Qas, the leader in sports channel. Barzan perfumes with this such a elegant perfumes. Can provide us.
Listen to you.
Now
you sound like you want a perfume.
Now
you sound like you want a perfume. We'll have to speak to Mr. Ali Al-Malik and see if we can get a perfume. But Barzan, maybe Barzan will give you a gift. I'll ask them since you gave them a bit of a plug. Here they are. If you haven't seen a Barzan perfume, I have one of their perfume bottles. Unbelievable smell. You spray it on, it lasts on you all day. And talk about a chick magnet. You become a chick magnet for the day. So I can't wear it at all anymore. And a knockdown.
And a deflection from Fadi Abdelmona.
The boy Fadi is all over the place. The super boy. Yesterday's birthday boy. Lee. Goodwin tried to give him a break. Said, no, thank you.
A foul from Mansour, which is his 4th. But I think at this point of the game, Coach Hassan will accept this foul.
And he'll keep him on?
Yes, now it's the last 4 minutes.
75 and plays at 67. 7-point lead for Al Shamal. I can't say they've convincingly led all the way or convincingly won if they do win. Amir to Mansour.
And Mansour, this is what you need, a high IQ point guard. He controlled the tempo. He said, no, we will not. We don't want to run. We are tired already. We are not in full strength.
Salem
Amara did something.
Punches it through. Fadi contests the ball with Goodwin. Out of bounds.
And this deflection from Fadi, you're not going to see it on the statistics sheet. Not going to be written. But what it gave, it stopped Al Ahli to have a quick, fast break. And coach of Al Ahli called a timeout. It is such small details that make a player so important. And Fadi, he's like Faris, as we said.
He is. And
hopefully like Hamza Latar will become. You need these players to do all these small things. Put the hand where the ball is, deflect the play, take a foul, make a hard foul, do something that no one else will do.
Just the energy that Fadi brings into the game is phenomenal. It gives his team a bit of a pickup. The confidence lifts all of a sudden. And that's where they find themselves. And that's why they currently lead by 75-67. Don't forget, before Fadi came on, they were behind for the first time in the match.
Correct.
3:26 left in the final quarter. Al Shamal, they lead by 8 points. Can they extend it? Or
Ahli has the possession.
Will Ahli try to narrow it?
Crucial possession for them.
So, Coach Hassan elected only to use some of his reserves and predominantly swapping Fadi, Mansour, Amir, Faris, Omar. So he's not looking for any of the youngsters as opposed to Coach Lakis.
This is a different approach. Al Ahli's club, they invest in the young players and they want to grow them because it's a club also with long tradition, and they believe their way, the management of Al Ahly believes this is the correct one for me. Yes, if you don't have or you don't want to spend huge amount of reals, the only way is to build them the correct way. This is what Al Ahly is doing. And Mabruk to them. Shamal has different approach. They want to win titles and Alatol, as they say.
Atul.
Alatol means
always.
Correct. And to win now, you need to bring someplace. And also, about Shamal, Faris is 24. He just came 24. Emir is still 23. Mansour is 29. No, 30. Sorry now. Before even their prime, only Mansour is in his prime. Kostar is 30. Omer Ahmed is 27, 28.
And there's Amir. Amir coming strong. Easy 2 points.
26
Do you have a man of the match yet?
He is the man of the match.
Amir?
He is the man.
Is your man of the match?
Yeah, he's the man of the match. Even though for Amir, it's like we expect a lot more. And he expects a lot more from himself. But yes, he's of course the man of the match.
Amir, the number 33 and the highest point scorer for his team, currently sits on. Can you see that? 26 points.
26 points, yes.
So I agree with you. I think Amir has been fundamental this evening.
Aston Walid
is a good play. Ferris unable to stop that 3-point. 77 plays 70. 2 minutes left on the clock. Mansour has also played very well. But he does have almost 5 fouls against him.
Mansour is now legs, feet, legs, hands are not working. What works is his mind. The mind works right now. And Mansour play right now with his mind. Surki is in very good shape. And as you said, he needs to be, again, in basketball shape. But this takes only games. You cannot do otherwise. So now Mansour is playing with his mind. Of course, he's big heart, but with his mind. He saw Hassan Walid, wanted to play tough defense. Okay, young guy, I'll make a hesitation move. I'll attack you. You will foul me. 1 easy point. 2 easy points. Okay, he made 1 free throw.
So, according to Tassus, the game by Mansour, now the tactician, is a mind over matter, where he is using the basketball intellect over the tiredness of the body. 1:49 on the clock. 78 plays at 72. Salem pops it up to Mansour. Mansour, who's come back from a year or so out of play. 3rd match for the season. Goes away without the ball. A good one. He's got nobody home. He's got nobody to beat. Salem was about to put his hand up, but decides I better not. They might foul me.
Because it's going to be the end one. And this is also the experience of, and the tiresome for sure, but he didn't even try for a foul because he was very close to having a sportsmanlike foul. So what happened now? It's 2 points. Yes, Ahli is coming back, but can you imagine an unsportsmanlike foul? 2 free throws and possession for Ahli. So now it's still a 2-possession game. Like if Shamal will take care or make a basket, make a free throw, they have a chance to move away. With an unsportsmanlike foul, like exactly what happened in the game Ahli Qatar, Ahli could come back.
So Shamal need the next 4 points.
Shamal. Shamal needs to. Now they need.
So if
to
Shamal,
score. They cannot play with the clock anymore. They tried to play a little bit with the clock. They cannot play anymore with the clock. Now they need to score, and you just put the ball inside to Emir or to Amara. Okay, Amara most probably will stay outside for the shoot. You put the ball inside to Emir or to Faris if you want to post him, because they haven't posted him so far. And you try to take something out of this. You don't have to rush also things. Important to see from where Shamal will attack. I think Coach Hassad will take, well, let's say from where they will take the ball.
So it'll be a Shamal possession.
It will be a Shamal possession. But if they go from here, it's going to be 14 seconds, not 24. So Shamal wants to go for a quick basket. Yep. So this is why they prepare this. They go for the quick basket. And they will, as I told, they will not play with the clock. They will go for a quick basket. Let's see what they prepared.
So Mansour.
And the foul on Mohammed Zaidan. This is the inexperience now.
So they got a bit more than they bargained for, Shamal.
They got the fourth foul of Mohammed Zaidan and 2 free throws for Mansour. What they didn't get, they didn't waste any time. And this is good for Al Ahli. Al Ahli should be happy about this anyhow, in their unhappiness, because they didn't. It's only 4 seconds passed. So it was not like, and now they can have a quick offense to cut the lead to 3 or to 4.
And so they score.
Shamal has 1 foul to give. I do not think they will use it.
80 plays 74, 6-point lead, 1 minute left on the clock. 1 minute, plenty of time for any basketball team to make in-grounds.
Let's see if Shamal will use the foul.
And flying high, Goodwin loses the ball. Almost had it there. Fadi now
lost the ball.
Injected.
Fadi stole the ball.
Fadi stole the ball.
Fadi stole the ball. This is what happened.
Fadi flying high as always. The Superboy as Lee tries to fly high on Amr Salim unsuccessfully. Back to Mansour. Mansour now killing time. He loses and a fumble.
And in a sportsman, this can be a very interesting turn of events. It's an unsportsmanlike foul.
Was that a tackle? Did I see a tackle there on Lee?
I think that Mansour is out of his tiresome right now. He moved his body, his hands. And so this can be a very interesting turn of events.
And Mansour immediately replaced by Omar Hamid.
Foul.
So he has to be replaced anyway. 80 plays 74, 42 seconds left on the clock. Lee posts 1 more point to his team. He's got a chance with another.
And Ahli doesn't have even to force things. If he makes the other free throw, they just make they want a basket. They are 4-point lead. They want just a basket. 3-point or 2-pointer, 3-pointer better. This is what they're going to look for, I think, for Goodwin.
And Coach Lack is trying to take advantage of the ball being away on the other side.
Because it's a great turn of events for them. This can turn the game around. If they score now, for sure.
And Fadi finds himself on the ground. Lee with a shot from inside. And it's there. 80 plays 76. We've got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Omar Hamid back to Fadi. Fadi takes on. He's been pushed down. Keeps the ball alive. And he steals it out of Goodwin's hands. What a steal. What a Superboy. Now he's back with the ball. He finds...
It's a Fadi game.
It's a Fadi ball.
He stole the ball. He lost the ball. He regained the possession.
Regained the ball. And then he threw a wonderful
and now he
pass.
has to make 2 free throws. That's why he takes his
time. He threw a wonderful pass to Amr Salim standing on the rim. Most probably would have been a 2-pointer. Yes. Instead, we're looking at Fadi with an opportunity to slam 2 points in.
Still, Al Ahly have 1 timeout and they have their chances. They did a very good job for the easy point of Lee. So now...
a dramatic finish.
All the weight is on...
A dramatic finish. If you've ever seen a dramatic finish,
yes, they were correct. The referees, they were a little late on though. Yes, Mansour is ejected because he had 1 technical and the sportsmanlike foul.
So he must
Mansour
leave.
Thought it was only the sportsmanlike foul, but it is technical and he has to be outside.
Been ejected from the
bench,
court.
Yes.
So Fadi to the pressure. This is the pressure that's on him.
This is the tiresome. I don't believe that he feels pressure. He is tired. This is normal. Let's see.
First free throw unsuccessful by Superboy. Second one also bounces out. Goodwin comes away with it. Fadi can't control it. Tried to knock it out of his hands as the
excellent play.
Number 9, Asim Walid, comes up with an equalizer for Al Ahli. And the Shamal team, there's no smiles on their faces this time round.
And without Mansour, this is going to be tough for them. They missed 2 easy free throws. They could have closed part of the game. And this is the worst part for Coach Hassan, and he understood. After free throws, the other team scored on a fast break. This is not acceptable.
And I did say they needed 4 points, 4 quick points to get a breather, just to get a breather, to break the Camels back. They couldn't do that. They find themselves now tied one more time, the second time in the match.
Yes. Ahli has now a very good chance over this game. I do not know which will be the option. They will foul to have the last possession, what they will do.
So,
or they will just
we'll have to look for a different man of the match if Al Ahli win.
If Al Ahli win,
I think it's Lee.
It's Lee already. Let's say if we have the same scenario on the same side or on the opposite side of what happened in the league, where Ahli was up, but there is no miss Aberisvili now. And they will go for full pressure, I think, Ahli, which is very smart because they can pressure a lot. They have the guards, and there is no Mansour. Let's see.
Fadi to Ferris. Ferris, he's got Omar Salim there. Will he use him? No, he won't. He's been knocked down by Goodwin. Goodwin comes away with it. He pulls away. He's got Lee on his left. Goodwin's got himself for a three-pointer. Unsuccessful. Ferris with a long pass. And we've got a draw. And the first draw.
It's an overtime.
Of the Qatar Cup. And that will take us into overtime. Because there is technically no draw allowed in basketball. And so overtime consists of what?
Overtime is 5 minutes.
Either way, or is it just 5 minutes?
It's 5 minutes. You have one timeout for each coach. And you will see what happened. Ahli had a chance to win it. Goodwin had a lot of minutes, a lot of seconds. He didn't saw Lee, just saw the ball. He got tired, of course.
I think what he did was selfish.
I think
he could have gone a different option. 2 points would have been enough.
Yes,
I wouldn't have gone for 3 points. He had 2-3 guys that he could have thrown the ball to. All the defense was swarming on him. He could have slipped the ball out to his right. Lee was standing there. A few of the other players he had standing there at 2 shot. Would have done it for me.
I think now Ahli has a little bit of an edge because Shamal is not only tired, they have lost their main point guard. So Fadi needs to, with Faris, they need to handle this. I do not know. Emir needs to score also. He has 26 points, but they haven't gave him the ball for the last minutes. So it's going to be very exciting overtime.
And a thrilling finish. Certainly not expected by anyone, by all means.
What?
Wasn't expected by me.
By you, yes.
I said by all means.
By all means, yes.
You weren't expecting this. You were expecting Al Ahli to win. You weren't expecting a draw at the end of the game.
I was expecting the draw. I said that Al Ahli will come back.
Yep.
Because, okay.
You're right. They did come back, but they didn't come back in the third
happened
quarter.
With the Mansour sportsmanlike foul. It was not even this foul. It had been over. But all the free throws from Fadi.
And we are where we are. 5 minutes of play remaining, or the first 5 minutes in extra time.
And really
unless we go into another extra time.
Ahli has one more advantage. The main players they're not in foul trouble. I mean, Lee has 3 and Goodwin has 1. The youngsters, yes, have 4, like Mohamed Zaidan, like Asim Walid. Also, Shamal is not in huge foul trouble because all their starters now, they are with 2 fouls. So let's see.
And the commencement of extra time takes place at the Rafa Sports Club between Al Ahli and Al Shamal. 80 plays 80.
Shamal is doing a very bad job right now. They're not giving the ball from the end of the regular time. They don't give the ball inside to Emir, which is I don't understand this. They need it should be easy for them to give the ball inside. Now the double team. Okay, this is not easy now.
So Omar Salem, he's gone for the first 2 points in extra time, unsuccessful. The score remains 80-80. Lee pulls away from everybody, finds Zaidan under the rim, and the young 16-year-old, he plants 2 points. 82 plays 80. Al Ahli have taken the lead.
It's a difference when you have your guards. And another.
And here comes Lee with a breakaway, and he's lost it. He was thinking about what he was going to do. Great defense by Fadi, who stayed on him all the way, put him in 2 minds, and as a result, Lee had lost the ball just when you thought he was going to post another 2 points.
It will be a huge break for Ahli to go up 4 against the Shamal team that really it's very difficult for them even to pass the ball.
Ferris to Amir. Amir steps back, lines up the shot, and he says, listen, I'll just...
They give him the ball after 3 minutes. He got the 4 minutes. He got the ball again.
82.
It's normal.
We're tied one more time. Look at the concentration on Superboy's face. He's hounding Lee wherever he goes, from left to right, center court, backstage, wherever he is. He's there. Good one. Loses the ball. Hamid comes away with it. Here's Fadi now. Fadi slows things down.
Excellent defense from Faris. Goodwin didn't over dribble again. He should give the ball to Lee, who is doing everything for them.
Now it's Lee's turn to hound Fadi. Amir with a nice pop-up comes up short. Zaidan tries to pick it up. In the end, it's in the hands of Goodwin. Goodwin brings it out. Goodwin and a nice long pass to Lee standing downtown, unsuccessful. Fadi pulls away with it. Ferris trying to give him a break. The defense comes back too quickly. Omar Salem. And a nice pop-up. Comes up short. Goodwin again with the ball. A dummy shot. Here it is. This could be it for Taha. Taha knocked away out of his hand by Fadi.
What we see is 10 Warriors just playing with there is nothing in the
whatever energy they've got left.
There is nothing. There is no energy. Nothing.
They're in reserve now.
They just go to.
They're running out of gas.
Heart and mind, nothing else. They cannot go with anything else. You see all the players.
Amir to Hamid for 3. It's too strong and too long.
And a foul from Fadi, I think. Yes. 2 free throws from Yassin Taha, who is also tired. It's also, this is positive for Ahli. They have free throws and 4th foul for Adi Abdelmona.
شوفي وين اللي انا بدوش كيلو البيت اصلا
2 free throws for Yassin Taha out. So he returns, let's say, the favor.
So
but the problem is who is going to score for Shamal now.
So the score remains 82-82, 133 left in extra time. And it looks like Shamal will get the first break.
If Fadi needs to make the free throws, he is a good free throw shooter. I think this time he will make them. Yassin Taha did a good job, fouled him hard, didn't allow him to score the basket.
So Fadi, again, the pressure is on. And this is just a replay of what happened earlier. Second one, no problem. 83 plays 81. It's not much, but it is a breather.
Let's see what Ahli has to say.
127 left in extra time. Goodwin directing his player, Zaidan, to give him come out wide. Zaidan now shadowing for Lee. Lee hounded by Hamid and Fadi. And Amr Salim, 4 on Lee.
But it's a foul.
And it's a foul. And Lee with an opportunity to plant 2 points.
I think he's 100% tonight, if I'm not looking up correctly. Lee so far has scored. He has not missed a free throw. So, good chances.
So, the pressure now back on Lee, because to land both points would give his team the lead. With 1 minute, just over a minute left of play. Landing one would give them an equalizer. Landing none will keep them behind. So a psychological cycle happening in his mind at the moment. The first one hits the rim. The pressure is on. This is the same pressure everywhere.
It's a same
pressure, tiredness.
This is tiredness.
You know,
it's like,
you call it what you want. For me, it's absolute pressure.
It's difficult.
You know, this could be the difference between advancing to the semi-final or getting knocked out going home early. Second one.
Emir was trying to take the ball out, but he smart didn't do it because it would be a 2 point.
83 plays 83. Ferris.
And a foul for now Faris to make his free throw.
And
Asim Walid, his 5th foul. This is a problem for
so Asim Walid now has come off. He's been one of the stars of the team.
Hamza Alatar will come inside.
Another star comes on.
Which is not a bad sign for Ahli because Alatar is a good scorer. He can make some shots. He can make some things.
Alatar was a headache for the Shamal team. Ferris a little bit more composed, able to sink the first free throw, 84-83. 1:02 left on the clock in extra time. The second one too long, back in the hands of Ferris. Ferris comes up and he's pulled down by Taha.
This is a foul. And 2 free throws for Faris. Amara did.
And another 2
play.
Another 2 free throws to Ferris. Ferris grabbed his own rebound and went for the jump shot. Was pulled down by Taha. First shot unsuccessful by Ferris. The pressure of the game. The pressure of the game, Tassos.
It's also.
These guys would normally slam these in with that eat them for breakfast. There's a second shot. He showed us he can do it. 85-83, 57 seconds left on the clock as Lee brings it out. Lee being the best player by mind on the court for either team tonight.
The referees are not allowing extra physical plays. The whistle, they give the same calls on both sides, and this is the most important.
So Lee
will go again.
Who missed the first shot of the last free throw. This can, if he gets these 2, it'll be an equalizer. If he misses.
I think now he's getting back his composure. It's difficult.
Okay. He's more composed this time round.
Yes.
85, that plays 84. One more free throw, and there it goes. 85, plays 85. 51 seconds left on the clock. Fadi for Shamal. Lee tries to knock it out of his hands. It looks for a steal, unsuccessful. Fadi is in all of a mess. He cannot get rid of the ball.
Excellent defense from...
What defense? What hustle?
And
Fadi could not release the ball whatsoever. He tried his heart out. But the defense from Lee was outstanding.
Offense also... what Fadi wanted was a help, somebody to go. Everybody
somebody
stayed
down
there.
the flank.
Nobody goes
somebody
on
come
the
down
right
the flank.
side.
Somebody
Yes.
dropped. Nobody came to help him. They're
And
all
very
standing
smart
there
play
saying,
from
yeah,
Ahli,
yeah.
trapped him because they know they were expecting somebody will not help.
And not only was it just defense, it was also the sound, the noise that he was making. He was putting him off his
Yes,
game.
like somebody go there, nobody go. Ahli has another break.
So the score with 40 seconds left on the clock, 85 plays 85. The games are tied one more time, and it will be an Ahli possession.
Ahli possession, and it's a game now of 2 possessions. So if Ahli will go have, that's why I think goes for the next call now the timeout. He wants to go quickly, have a good play, score the ball immediately, and then even what Shamal will do, he'll have another possession to win the game. So they're going to go to 2 possessions for 1. I think this is the plan right now for them.
Shamal all revved up. And the word that you can hear coming out from the bench is defense, defense. Well, they need to score some points if they want to defend. They need to get in front. They need to get in front first to defend.
Enough, I think.
I mean, the defense has let them down tonight. That's for sure.
Cannot do a lot of things when your offense is not operating. Let's see.
Well, I scored 85 points. I don't have a problem with my offense, but I do have a problem with my defense because I let the same amount of points against me.
Correct.
And that can be spoken of both teams. So 33 seconds left on the clock. The time ticks away as Lee dances away with Fadi in front of him. He finds Goodwin. Goodwin, the three-point specialist, is doing well all night. He pushes his way through. Finds the youngster Taha. Taha back to Goodwin. Goodwin for three-pointers. Hits the rim, bounces away. Amir's got the ball.
Not a good offense out of timeout. I think
now, Fadi, they've got 12 seconds on the clock. Fadi, what can he do? They just need 1 point. Shamal to take it. Fadi goes himself, hits the rim, bounces away into the hands of Hamdi. Hamdi doesn't have time. Does he understand that? Lee's made a mess of it. And that's extra time. One more time.
One more time. Extra time. I think Fadi was so tired. He didn't even pass the ball. He should. This is what Coach Hassan tells him, but he understands. Fadi has just came to play. It's very difficult. Again, Ahli is tired, Shamal is tired. There is something that gives an edge to Al-Ahli. Their 2 imports are without fouls, without foul troubles, and they have scored already 60 points out of 85, which is a huge number. So we'll see.
You know, the match itself is not much to write about, but the extra time is made up for everything. For everything the match lacked, these 2 extra, the first and the second extra time is certainly made up for that. So 85 plays 85. We are now heading into the second extra time for the evening. Is there a term for it, for the second extra time? Is there a terminology?
For me, the game will be determined of how much energy have left Lee and Goodwin to attack Fadi Abdelmona. Fadi has 4 fouls already. He's tired.
And he's careful.
I think most probably Coach Hassan, because he's so experienced, he'll give more balls to Faris Avdic to run a little bit the team, to take some pressure out of Faris, out of Fadi. Ahli, on the other side, they know what to do. They can have Lee scoring or Goodwin, or for me, they can try even to give some shots to Hamza Latar. Why not? Because defense will attack them.
Hamza Latar has been very dangerous for the Al-Ahli team, and he's been given the Shamal team a bit of a headache. He's young, ambitious, he's risque. He takes a lot of risks, and with risk comes success.
And in this second overtime, Ahli will need some risk. And they haven't used Hamza Kurtovic also, who could have helped them a lot. Coach Fotinex prefers to go with Mohamed Zaidan and Yassin Taha, who has done an excellent job, both of them, so far defensively and offensively. For Yassin Taha has 8 points, which is great. He missed the 4 free throws, yes.
Since play resumes with the ball in the hands of Al-Shamal. Al-Shamal will be looking for some quick points. through Fadi, and he does that so well. That's his favorite shot.
Very good play, because now they saw patience, they gave him space, they screened him, and he scored.
And that's what they needed.
Let's see what Ahli
Now,
will say.
Lee will be looking for something better. He's not going to settle for 2 points. Obviously, he'll be looking for 3 points. He comes down the flank. He pushes his way in. He finds Taha under the rim, who shakes the first time. He should have taken the shot the first time, the youngster, but that's the inexperience of the young boy. He had all the time at the beginning. By the time he went for the second shot, the defense was all over him. You see it different?
Yes.
Yeah. Amir.
Foul from Yassin Taha, which is his 5th. Now Hamza Kurtovic will go inside, or Omer Ahmed. We'll see. I think Omer, with his experience, Coach 49 will go with experience now and knowledge of this kind of games. He has played of his life. He has won titles with Al Ahli in the zeros. So,
but at the moment, the game doesn't need experience. It needs legs. It needs energy.
They need right now. It's going to be. It's like a dogfight, as they say.
So here we go. Amir has got a good success rate with his shots.
I think if Shamal used him a lot more in the last 2 minutes of the regulation, they could have won the game there.
And 2 free throws in, 89 plays 85. How much of this will be a psychological effect now on the Al Ahli team?
Well, they have time.
Good one. Finds Hamza out wide. He comes up. Hits the rim, but too short or too long. Fadi brings it out for the Shamal team. Up the center now, working towards the knee side of the studio. He's been stripped of the ball by Lee, and Lee jumps up. He misses it. What great defense by Fadi. He didn't put his hands out. He chased him, put the pressure on him, forced him to shoot a flying shot, which he wasn't composed for. And as a result, Shamal now end up with the ball and a chance to extend the lead. Omar Salim. Looking to push his way through. Hits the rim. Wrong option. Fadi's got to be careful. Ahmad. Back to Goodwin. So Ahmad will be just playing a supportive role, nothing else, just to hold the pass, take the defense away from Goodwin. Goodwin with a 3-shot.
The ball goes to Shamal because the ball hit the cube. Very good defense from Shamal on Lee and on Goodwin. They don't give them any drive. They don't give him any open look.
Fadi on his haunches, as we say, and trying to get a breath back, trying to get his breath back. Ferris now, or Faris, Avdic. He's gone out with the ball. He manages to pick it up and recoup. And there's a shoulder from the number 7, Ahmed, into Ferris. As Ahmad Salim Omar slams a 3-pointer.
2-pointer. He was inside.
He was inside, was he? All right.
Inside.
I believe you. I won't argue with that. I'm not going to ask for the replay. 91 plays 85, and Shamal.
Stay with us. Going to serve breakfast.
Get in a breather.
They're getting a breather, but
a breather.
Still, it's
dangerous. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's dangerous, but they are still getting. This is the best breath that they have had.
What they're doing right now, this is what Shamal, with their experience, should have done prior. I mean, not putting all the pressure on Fadi. Let Faris Avdic bring the ball up. This is what Coach Hassan did now, because he understands. And give ball inside to Amara or to Emir. They do it now because also the defense of Ahli cannot be so much. They cannot pressure so much. They are tired. They're exhausted. This is why sometimes it's unfair in basketball that there is no draw. This is a game. Okay, in the cup, there is no draw, but you can have maybe free throws.
Every other game, every other sport has draws, and you still continue with the draw and give each team 1 point each. Give 1 point.
Still, it's a lot of time left.
So 2:48 remaining in the second of the extra time between Al Shamal and Al Ahli. You are, of course, watching the Qatar Cup, the third match of the championship. The first two matches were played yesterday, Tuesday 26. Waqra beat Al Khor, and the Qatar club, they beat the Al Arabi club. So both teams have advanced to the, well, not both teams. I guess Waqra has advanced to their next match, while the Qatar Sports Club has advanced to the semi-final, the first of the semi-finals. Lee dangerously on the sideline, finds Zaidan to Hamza. Hamza pushes his way through, and
Very nice offense from Hamza Latar. 2 free throws. This is what coach
runs
for the
into
next
Omar Salem.
He has to make the free throws, but I think Hamza is a 72% free throw shooter. Give him good, and he's fresh.
Yeah, but the pressure, again, we talk about the pressure. Let's see how he handles the pressure. Why is the young kid got pressure and the other guys you don't want to count it as pressure? It's pressure for everybody. Come on. It's a difference between I'll make the semifinals or I go home tonight.
Yeah, it is.
There's a massive pressure. I'm here in the booth here, and I'm feeling the pressure. 2 shots missed. The youngsters, this is the pressure. Of course we have pressure. We have pressure. We have pressure whether we call the right name, the wrong name. The ball's going to bounce. There's pressure on everybody. There's no pressure. There's pressure on these guys. I see the pressure on them.
From Lee. Exceptional
Fadi.
from Lee.
Fadi. A turn and swivel, tries to slam it. He hits a brick wall in the form of Lee.
And Fadi again.
Fadi's everywhere.
He stole the rebound from Hamza. This is young guy. You cannot sleep on Fadi Abdulmona.
You cannot. Amir pushes his size through.
Such a great play from Amir Mukic. A big guy, 2 meters 9.
I mean, why didn't he do that earlier? Why didn't he use his size?
This is what he said. I have to give him something. In the last 2 minutes, the ball didn't go to him. So, and with after the sportsman foul Mansour Al-Hadari, everything was difficult for Shamal.
You can see how much they are missing Rajji and Bereshvili.
And
they are like 40 points together.
Ahli is missing Said Wendo. Let's not forget this.
Yeah, as well.
That's it. Ahli still has time. Let's see how they will manage it.
So 93 plays 85, 139 left on the clock in the second of the extra time between Al-Shamal and Al-Ahli.
And the young Mohamed Zaidan did for me the right thing. He attacked. He could have attacked earlier. He attacked to take 2 free throws. He has to make them.
So
now it's pressure.
I see Amir coming off. Why would I take Amir off? He's my best performer.
Because he has 5 fouls. I'm a party. How does he say party? Yes, I'm sorry. I have to be there.
He was the one that fouled that one, was he?
You see the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
He makes the free throws. It's not for me. It's, okay, for Lee was about pressure for Fadi. But if you know how to make your free throws, you just will make them.
The pressure?
No, it's not pressure.
The second shot had a lot of pressure on him.
It was a good free. Okay, you can
the
miss
first one.
Throw,
but the first one was there. Oh, almost an intercept by Lee, and he's been penalized.
It's going to be fouled and 2 free throws for Faris. If he makes them, Shamal has a case to win it. If he will not make them, you never know. Because what is happening now, the time is not running. There are a lot of fouls, which is in favor of the team that follows. That's why the Americans sometimes accuse us Europeans that we foul a lot, we don't allow, and maybe there is a turnaround.
So, Flores successful with this first free throw. The second one also in. 95 plays 86. 1:23 on the clock. Goodwin brings it out. Now they must be feeling that the game is slipping out of their hands and they don't have time as Hamza pushes his way through with a roll on the rim, but bounces out. Luck has even gone against them, and so has momentum. But Fadi now, he finds Salem. Salem back to Fadi. Fadi to Ferris. Ferris trying to kill time. Back to Fadi. To Qatar. Qatar back to Fadi, the main player. Fadi.
Fouling now.
Fadi. 50 seconds left on the clock. He drives it up. Takes a shot from downtown. Unsuccessful. Ends up in the hands of Goodwin. Goodwin, unlike his very fast reactions earlier on, he stood and looked, gazed at the scene, and
it's 2 free throws.
2 free throws for
and 37 seconds
for Lee. And Lee to come up to narrow the score if he can get both shots. He's got a 50% strike rate from the last 3 shots that he's had. He's either got the first one or the second
only one free throw. And why he bought Mustafa Coach Fotinakis? Because he wants to pressure now. wants to steal the ball. He wants to destroy.
He wants a hustler.
Exactly. And the young kid, Mustafa, has very long hands. He's a point guard, a natural point guard, very quick. He's 1 meters or 82, if I remember correctly.
So Mustafa Nadur is being...
His father is watching.
Come on for Hamza Atar.
How much important is for Ahli? Qasim Zaidan watching his son.
Hamza was,
and Wadar watching his son.
Hamza was a very good choice for me at this stage.
Yes, he attacked, he tried, he
scored. It's not something it's not a decision I would have made, but there he is now. The young boy is on Fadi.
Coach wants to pressure.
He's wearing him like a glove. There's Fadi. He beats the young kid. The young kid turned his back and Fadi beat him. Now back to Ferris from Fadi. Fadi again beats the young kid. The young kid caught unaware where Fadi is going to be. Face to face now with Fadi. Fadi, a passer to Hamid. Hamid on the flank. Back to Ferris. Ferris for 3 points. It comes up short and Fadi underneath the rim.
It's a shot clock violation.
The young kid really can't keep his eyes on Fadi. Where are you?
Yeah.
You remember Where's Wally? Did you ever read that book?
I saw in the movies. I have no idea why they make this very nice pass.
A nice pass from the young boy to
from the 14-year-old, 15-year-old to 16-year-old.
And that will be the match, I would say. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. 95 plays 88. Qassar back to Salem to Ferris to Fadi to Hamid. And Hamid refuses to shoot. 95-90 in the end in second extra time as Shamal victorious over the Al Ahli club. A fantastic match in the end, 2 extra times. A brilliant performance by both teams, which showed us, I guess, a lot of positives and negatives in both teams. A lot of flaws.
I think it is a game where you have only positives, Sam. I mean, you see this young Ahli team without their leader going through to overtime. The runner-ups who played without their leader, without their second import, which is Misa Berisvili, not somebody. And they had Mansour fighting for 40 minutes after 1 year and a half of absence. We have Emir Mojkic. It doesn't get better than this. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I mean, both coaches should be happy. Shamal are going to the semi-final, which is their, let's say, destination already. They want to go there. Al Ahli, they fought hard. They lost the second overtime. Again, they played such a good game against Al Shamal. Hats off to them for their performance, their efforts.
So unfortunately, we couldn't get Emir to join us. He's feeling a little bit tired. But we've got Lee. Yes, Lee, put it on. Lee from the losing team. Not very often we pick a man of the match from the losing team. But congratulations. What a great performance. You must be very tired. 2 extra times. You had the lead a couple of times. You let it go again. You had the lead. And you must have been feeling at some stage, this is our match.
Yeah, the whole game. You know, we came out and everybody's missing players. So, we just wanted to make an effort, play as hard as we could. And when we gave the effort, we were actually in the game. So then we took the lead. And we had all the confidence in the world that we could win this game.
You're not playing with your captain. That must be a little bit difficult. How much did you miss him out there?
I mean, he definitely would have helped us if we would have had him out there. But unfortunately, that's the game of basketball. You gotta play the game with what you got.
Lee, you are again to Shamal. You play them to the last second, to the last shot. What was, let's say, the detail that you could have done better this time to win this game?
I would say just controlling the game when we were up. I think when we got up, we wanted to just keep going instead of trying to, slow it down and make sure we got good shots. I mean, even myself, I lost the ball a few times trying to push the score. The young guys lost the ball a couple of times, just trying to push the score. So I think we should have just slowed it down a little bit. But, we got back in the game by playing fast. So I guess that's what we were just trying to do the whole time.
We tried to explain to the time. There is tiredness. When you went to the free throw and you are at 89% or 9% free throw shooter, I said, maybe he's tired a little bit. And how difficult is at this point when you have to go free throws in overtime in a game, 40 minutes or 45 minutes? It goes for you and for the other players, also from your team and the other team, to shoot this free throw. Can we
I mean, even before the double overtimes, I think by halftime, I think we were like 8 for 14. Maybe we missed some free throws early on too, and we were down 10. So it's a big focal point down the stretch, especially in overtimes when every foul is a free throw. So we were missing them. We didn't take advantage of our opportunities. I know for me, I'm definitely tired, but you can't make that an excuse, man. They're going to the line, we're going to the line, and if they're making the free throws, we have to make ours too.
Staying on the free throw, when we see you in extra time getting a couple of free throws, you missed the first one or you missed the second one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're landing. It's a 50% throw. How much pressure are you feeling? Because sitting back here, for me, it's only pressure that I see that you only miss it because of the pressure.
Oh, no.
Do you miss it for any other reason?
It's honestly not pressure. Like the reason I shoot such a high percentage of free throws, I make such a high percentage of free throws because I don't even think about the pressure. Like for me, it's just another point to the stats. Like
fine, that's very good.
Yeah.
Tell me then, you're standing there. A free throw would give you the lead and maybe advance you to the semifinals.
Yeah.
And a miss would send you home early.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your head?
What's going through my head is I got 34 points. This is 35. That's all it is.
Positive thing.
It's like I'm getting another point. This is for me. I'm not thinking about what's riding on the line. So that's how I shoot my free throws. If I got 18, I got 2 free throws, I'm like, this 20.
Do you impart this knowledge onto the younger kids? Because surely they must be feeling a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I try to share as much knowledge as I can with them. But, they're learning so much on the fly. They're getting thrown into the game, just having to play so long that, but the little tricks, every little trick I have from my experience, I try to give them. But it's a lot. It's a lot for them to take.
An excellent season during the regular season. You took a step back, let's say, in the last round of the qualification games. What changed for you? You had really a solid season. You finished 6th as a record, But in the qualification games, you had 2, let's say, lapses. How can we describe it? What happened for you?
I think, teams really understand that if you take me and Goodwin out of the game, you have a better chance of winning. So a lot of teams really keyed in and focused on us more. The better teams can do that. Mm-hmm. They can focus on us a lot more. And it's really tough for us to get going. So, when we play against tougher teams with deeper rosters and they can send a couple of guys at us and double team us, triple team us, as you've seen all game, it's kind of difficult. And then we got the younger guys. So it's just about us. We didn't take advantage of opportunities and, we lost some games.
And gracefully that they've lost. Jonathan Lee, thank you so much. We really enjoyed having you in the studio. Unfortunate for you, your next step now, preparing yourself for the Emir Cup.
Yeah.
I wish you all the best on that. Well, obviously, we'll talk one more time before this happens. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome. So there you go, our man of the match, Jonathan Lee. And we thank you wherever you may be joining us. You can watch the game anytime you like. Just visit our YouTube channel, www.com/QatarBF. That's the night. That's the game for tonight. Tassos 95-90. Shamal have beaten Ahli.
What a great game also, like the Arabic Qatar yesterday, and hopefully going to watch a great game between Rayan and Saad. And we have the Garafa Wakra Inter semi-final or pre-semi-final. We are very happy that our league is so competitive, and this should be the goal for any league. Understand? Everybody complains, somebody from this, somebody from that, somebody from this, but at the end of the day, this is what you want to see. You see the runner-ups fighting with the 8th final team of the league, and they go to second overtime to beat them. This shows a lot about the character of the teams, about the coaching, about the management, how they give chance to their coaches and their players.
And the competition itself.
And the competition, the way to
level,
compete.
the standard of competition.
The level is excellent. People sometimes say, why you cut from 3 to 2 imports? Because we wanted, Federation wanted the young players, the local players, all the players to have a chance and not have a 3-man's game. This is good for basketball. I know that sometimes it can look a little bit bad, or there are teams that they don't have too many options. Faisal Abouissa is smiling. Yes, Faisal. Yeah, always smiling.
Oh, well, he's
He's
just stepping
smiling
into
kid.
the studio. He just makes himself at home, no problem.
And I think at the end, the essence of having a federation that decides about the competition is to help basketball in the country, not just to have 5 imports or 10 imports that will dunk. Sure, the game will be excellent, but what will happen to your game inside the country? What will be the kids? Where they will play? How they will play?
Correct.
And if they're not playing, it's over.
Correct. So if you've just missed it, Al Shamal have beaten Al Ahli in double extra time, 95-90. Please don't go anywhere. The next match that follows is between Sad and Rayyan. It will be an absolute thriller. From me, Samuel Rico, Tasusa Magoulas, and all the team at the QBF channel, we thank you for your company. And as always, good night.